Mm-hmm. The most important benefit that I got from my sessions with Kelly was that she taught me self-hypnosis. It was interesting, the first few sessions, first 3 sessions that we did when Kelly was hypnotizing me, I began to recognize the pattern of what she was doing, the sort of guided meditation that she used to get me into a hypnotic state. And I didn't realize that part of what she does is teach you that ability to do that yourself, to take yourself down that path, to be able to give yourself the suggestions and to be able to bring yourself back out of that path. And I've always, excuse me, I've always loved guided imitation. I've always loved guided meditation, and I was just really excited to learn how to do it myself, and I use it all the time, especially when I'm trying to go to sleep. I've just really enjoyed learning that.
Was it a smart investment?
I'm sorry. Okay. For me, this was a very smart investment. I needed a change, and I needed to be excited about change. And this series of sessions with Kelly has really worked for me, and I've already recommended her to a few friends. So it was well worth the investment for me. These are things I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life.
Improve their life?
I have already recommended Kelly and Studio City Hypnosis to a few of my friends, and in fact, I'm considering giving one of my friends a package for the holidays. So I rave about Kelly to everybody.
How fast did you notice a change in your behavior?
It's interesting to the changes in behavior have been really interesting. They're very subtle. I think sometimes people, and I'm sure everybody has their own experience, but I think sometimes people think that, oh, you get hypnotized and immediately you wake up the next morning and you're a different person, and everything from then on is just, you're a different person. And for me, it was a lot more subtle. I would be going through my day, and I would suddenly do things. For example, one of the things that Kelly and I worked on was that I needed to be more to stand up for myself more at work with my clients, and work more according to my own ethics. And so I would suddenly find myself during the day saying things, expressing myself to my clients and advising them, I wouldn't do this. If it were me, I wouldn't do this. And I had never done things like that before. And I didn't realize when I was saying these things that these were the results of my hypnosis. It wasn't until later when I got home that I would say to my boyfriend, I was like, oh my God, I've been doing it. I've been expressing myself at work. And it's just really amazing when you find yourself doing them things unconsciously, subconsciously. It's exciting. You ready?
Ready.
I don't know if I would say that my stress made me feel out of control. It was to the point where it was making me feel helpless. And it was consuming my life. It was affecting my life in a lot of ways. And what this has provided me is a lot of hope, because now I know that I can handle it, and I know how to handle it.
What was the free consultation like? No pressure and everything explained and everything?
I wasn't quite sure what to expect out of my first session with Kelly, the consultation, but I think it was handled very well. I think that she has the ability to explain it. I had been hypnotized one time before, many, many years ago. It was a very different experience than this. Sorry. I know what I want. Tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
I had been hypnotized one time before, probably 20 years ago, so I knew a little bit about what to expect, but Kelly really explained everything. She took me through the suggestibility test and explained to me what that was about and what that meant, and so I was really able to understand exactly what was going to happen, and she, it's always nice to be reassured. People have the impression when they're being hypnotized that they're going to be out of control, that they're going to not be conscious and aware of anything that's happening. And so she has the ability to explain to you that that's not the case and that you're in control and that you're going to be aware of everything that happens.